So cute.
Hello everyone.
Hi.
Good afternoon everyone.
Yes, yes.
3 years ago, this was the same classroom we used for the farewell for our seniors, Kurumba's batch. And now it's time for us. Honestly, I've not prepared anything. Though my juniors, they came to me a few days ago for a speech and all, but I said I won't do it. Because every time I give speech, either the current goes off. One instance I remember that during, I think it was, during Kurumda's farewell, I was giving speech. Some dog came here randomly. So, that was a terrible experience. So, from then, I decided not to give any speeches because, anyways, I won't say anything about it's never a goodbye or anything. Life goes on. We part our ways. We may meet together. We may meet, some year, but it's not like there is no guarantee that we will, meet. We will catch up like old days. So I want to share something, a few things. Like I want to share my experiences based on, in a very literary way. So when I came to this college, to be honest, my plans were very different. I never thought that I will just, be in this department. Though I really had a thing for literature. But it was not limited to, it was not like I was a reader. I was more of a, watching movies, films, art films, anything that I can, have my hands on. So when I came to this college, the first thing I encountered was, of course, the books. The piles of novels, all the stories. Then I went to library. Our library is such a gem. It's such a gem. Nobody, has any idea how much amount of knowledge is there. Like, if you went through the shelves of our library, you will find Dostoevsky. You will find ample amount of Russian novelists over there, and you will find different poetry collections of Coleridge. You will find Wordsworth. You will find you name any romantic poet, it's there in our library. So I just request all my juniors to please visit the library. Please visit the library section of our English section. Please visit it because it's filled with treasure. It's filled with such old gems. And there's a thing. As a literature student, you must have some love for the old times because when you open those books, you will find that these books have not been checked here. Like nobody has even bought their books or borrowed their books. You will find that the last person who borrowed the book was 1960. Was in the year of 1960, or was in the year of like 2000, 2004. I found that there's a book, Ian Foster's book, Passage to India. When I opened that book, I read few chapters and then I saw who borrowed it last time. I saw that it was during 2002. And the Dostoevsky one, it was of 1940. Like before this college even existed. It was a Dibru college, I think, Dibrugarh college it used to be called. So that time someone borrowed it, but after that nobody borrowed it. And the books are all either torn, they are old, they're filled with bugs. But still you can read it. Still you can read it. The prints are good. And you will find that when you read, I have a special thing for Russian writers. When you read them, and if you're reading them in an old when you read White Nights by Dostoevsky, I read that in the library. I felt like I was living in that moment, in that times. I'll also say that how much reading can shape you, how much you can, really change your way of life when you read. And please, I would say that don't use, as always professors guide us that don't use guidebooks, please don't use guidebooks. Try to read the whole criticism, like the original one, the original print again. For example, I've seen a lot of people reading criticisms like from other sources, as in like abridged version. Unabridged versions. I meant to say that try to read it like how the critics have written it. For example, you may have very hard time, figuring out their language, but please try to read it. Try to at least like line by line go through it. Take your time. I won't say that it will take less time. Of course, for me, when I was in 5th semester, I scored very less in literary criticism. But I had my faults here. But why I scored less was because I was investing too much time in reading modern fiction by Dalloway, line by line. I was like so fixated in that, so I couldn't touch rest of the things. So because of that, but so when you are trying to read, take your time, start early if it's about academics, and also during my 4th semester, I came across this book. The book is called Jane Eyre. That really, I felt so connected with that book, just minus the part where she gets along with Rochester, just ignore the part. But rest of it, I really enjoyed it. And that book, I still keep it with me. I have the personal copy of it. I do not use any other digital forms. I just keep the book. And when I feel down, I read that book. Because a good book, when you read it again and again, it's never boring. You won't find boring. Actually, you will find new things there. You might discover new things there. And the first thing that when you're in literature, the first thing is that you must strive for knowledge. You must strive for more and more, resources for the knowledge, because it's a line where because this line explores the humanity. It is connected to your human experience. You will live 1,000 lives when you read books. And to be honest, I found my passion in it. I found the passion of reading about women's studies. I feel that this is something that I really wanted to know. And maybe I will also, divert my way into other things which I will find interesting here. But yes, this line is something that will go on, like there is no limit in it. You will find plenty amount of things that you will be interested in. If you're interested in gender studies, you will find resources in gender studies. If you're interested in war literature, you will find stuff there. And there is no full stop. You can go on and on. You can have different amount of knowledge there. So I may be taking too much time just blabbing about books and stuff, but it's a thing. Like when you're in literature, it goes on. When you talk about books. You connect things with books. I just remember one conversation with a friend. I was talking to her about our home things, and then we ended our conversation in Showalter in Irrigate, which we were studying. We were like, oh, see how the society is so phallocentric, how the narrative of the society revolves around this phallus. You can see it in our home too. So yeah, it shapes your thinking, and when you go on, if it will shape you more. I used to be very ashamed of how I speak because when I write, I can write English okay, but when I try to speak, the words just goes away. But gives you confidence. The most important thing is having confidence and how you present yourself. First, you may you may stutter, you may doubt yourself, but hold on to something that gives you motivation, that leads you in a way where you will be able to express yourself. Be it anything, be it your rapping lyrics, be it any song you like, be it any book, movies, just hold on to it. Then, just this, then you will find that how much more you can do with confidence. Thank you.